Hey, I just want to make sure you can see me and the screen moves. I let the phone charge up because I wanted to come back and spend some time with you. Um, I still have some things on my mind that I want to discuss, and again, I want to thank you for loving me and supporting me and being right here. And I wanted to send my baby King Nipsey Hussle some energy. I still have their food on the altar. It's drying, but it's almost dried out. And I have some sages for them. And I wanted to just send them a little bit of light while I can. I don't know, when I'm coming back, but I just feel it to do this because of everything that's going on, all the crazy stuff that's going on. And he asked me, he wanted some love and light. I also want to address an issue, and I know I probably should not address this issue, but because I really I don't like gossip. I don't like a lot of drama and confusion, but at the same time, I guess it's my fault for trying to have a camaraderie and a friendship with women. A lot of people, not, I'm going to get to readers. I just talk about people when you do spiritual readings. There's like a community of conscious people or spiritual readers or psychics, black magic workers, light magic workers, all of these energy workers. A lot of times they're in the same circles, and unfortunately, it's a lot of drama, backstabbing, jealousy, competition, trying to undercut other people and undercut me. And I've heard a lot of backstabbing things said about me by other readers and other psychics that are supposed to be better than me, or psychics that I actually spoke to in private. I read them. They came to me for readings and they read me. And if you are a psychic, an intuitive, a card reader, especially if you're going through something personal that's never happened to you before, or you're not really sure about it, or even if you're reading someone else, you're reading a case before you get back to the person. If you're reading public clients, me and I know a lot of other people like to check their footwork by having someone else that they know is a really good psychic or medical intuitive or tarot card reader to check what it is you're seeing, to make sure you're not crazy, to make sure you're seeing the right thing. A lot of readers, a lot of psychics do things like that, especially if you think you're hearing someone that's physically dead speak to you, and you want to make sure you're not crazy, and it's someone on a famous person, a big person, and you got to say this stuff out in public. Like when Nipsey came to me, and when other people's guards, demons, angels, guides came to me to speak. Like when I did with R. Kelly, I was very nervous because a lot of people said that I was lying about what I was. People that were inside of R. Kelly's circle said I was lying. And then some people started to come and tell me what I said was true about him. And a lot of things I said was true. I remember speaking to Jocelyn Savage's mother and father. I think it was the end of 2018 when I started doing the readings. Someone told them about my readings, and they contacted me in my inbox, and I didn't tell anyone, even though they said I could, because I felt like I was cloud chasing, they're talking to me. And the first time I talked to the father, I know they thought that was crazy, but that was before he was arrested, 2018, and the demon was coming to me, King Bell. And I was saying to the father, Dad, don't worry, it's going to be okay, because this is going to end, and you're going to see your daughter again. She's going to come back home. Now, I told with the mother, I said, she's not going to want to stay with you because there's too much resentment, anger between you and her, and things she feels like you said, and talking about her medical condition, all these things in public. I said, but they're going to break up, and you're going to see your daughter again. She's going to leave. And I knew at the time that sounded crazy, and I didn't have any proof of it because she kept saying, I'm not leaving. I'm never going to leave him. I'm never going back home. And you see what I said happened, and I said it in the video. But, I still listen to what other psychics I might have someone else to read it. What do you see? Do you see what I'm seeing? And I was correct, but again, all psychics do that. They have someone that they trust or that they secretly go ask to back up their reading, or do you see what I'm saying, to make sure I'm correct, I'm not crazy, I'm not out of my mind, I don't have a mental problem. Okay, there are a couple of psychics that I've spoken to on YouTube privately. They've spoken to me about their problems. I've read them, they've read me. Even if they don't talk to me anymore, I've never gotten out. Thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. I've never gotten out and discussed what they said. Even if they don't speak to me, I don't speak to them. I don't agree with them. They don't agree with me. I'm not the type of person that likes to have to go out. Oh, this person doesn't fuck with me. This person ain't shit. They told me this. They told me that. Okay. I was woke up this morning, and it was someone else that Nipsey speaks to. And the phone was ringing. I was up all night, and I didn't know, like, the phone. I thought it was a crank call again, somebody trying to find my phone. So I called it back, and they're like, Alexis, did you see this? Nipsey told me to look at this particular person's video. They were talking about you, and said that they taught you to see Nipsey, that you can't see Nipsey, and you were constantly calling them, asking them, does she see Nipsey for you, and how could you ask her to see him when you claim you're fucking him, and you claim that's your spirit husband, and he's over there with you, but you can't even see him. She had to teach you, she had to lead you, and you did black magic on her son. You tried to murder her son, and then after you did black magic trying to murder her son, you have then been calling her, checking up on your black magic to see if it worked. Cause I'm not gonna even say this bitch name, because I didn't even do it. I didn't do anything like that. This is the first time I heard about it. I didn't know it. She said, girl, this video was done like 2 weeks ago, and this lady's up there talking about you like a dog, and said you constantly needed her to read Nipsey, and you call her to check up to see is your magic working, and is her son dead. And I said, I didn't do that, and I don't even know who you're talking about. Who are you talking about? And she told me, and I said, I used to talk to her. I haven't talked to her since King Von was shot, because this is a psychic that's from Chicago and was sending King Von inboxes and trying to make King Von use her as his psychic, and telling him she saw he was going to be murdered and he needed to come to her and get readings, and King Von did not come to her to get readings. She said they had a girlfriend in common. King Von met a girlfriend in common for lunch, and she said, why won't you talk to my friend who keeps hitting you in the inbox about readings, that she's trying to warn you? And he told her, I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't believe, no, it's not Quitta. No, I don't have any problem with Queen. No, it's not her. No, I've spoken to her before. Her page and shouted her out before. And I told her some things I saw going on with her, and privately sent her messages, and that's it. And she privately sent me messages. I'm not talking about her, we've never had an issue. She's never said anything bad about me that I know about. This is somebody that looks in the sky and tries to chronicle lies based on what she sees in the sky. Went on to say that I was very jealous of her. And I'm groggy because I'm sleeping when she calls, but I sit up, I called her back in to listen, and it was blowing her mind, and she said Nipsey saw it first. And Nipsey said to her, you got to watch this, and you got to tell Alexis this, and Nipsey was watching it laughing. And I'm like, okay. This lady also got mad because I said that King Von likes the sexual celestial. Was it, I don't want to say her name wrong, is it Gala? She got so mad at me when I said that King Von had a crush on Gala, the sexual celestial, called me and told me he does not like the sexual celestial. She can't stand the sexual celestial. She had done readings on the sexual celestial, and Vaughn was not at her house. Vaughn does not talk to her. Vaughn is not talking to anybody Yeah, Gala has never done anything to me. Gala ain't never said nothing bad about me. I ain't never said nothing bad about her. She got mad because I said that King Von liked Gala and that Gala loves him. They were trying to get to know. Okay, Gala, thank you. Sexual. I'm talking about sexual celestial. She ain't never had no problem with her, and I didn't even know this lady's number because I felt like she was two-faced. So last year I stopped talking to her as much, and she was calling me. Not only did she call me and ask me for personal readings, pay me for the readings, said I got a copyright strike. Who said that? Okay. They said they got a copyright strike because they said DMX didn't have an overdose. Somebody flagged them on YouTube. Wow, this is crazy. Oh, child, you know what? People are trying to get rid of people that tell the truth. I'm telling her, appeal. You know, okay. She was asking me, said somebody else was attacking her. Now I really wonder about that because this lady's lying and doing videos, said I did black magic on her son, trying to kill her son, and I call her and I don't call her. I wish that she would show you her phone bill to show that I have been calling her and I have been checking on her and her son. I've never seen this lady's son. I don't know how old he is. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know his name. She's never even asked me to do a reading on her son. I thought she had more than one child. I don't think they're grown. I'm not sure. I don't remember her saying she had grown sons. No, sexual celestial does not hate on nobody. I've never seen her do that. I've seen people hate on her like they do me. So when this is the first time I heard it today, I'm like, and if this is a little child, I would never attack a little child. I've had people attack me and attack my own child. So that's the first time I'm hearing this today. So, I never heard this, and I don't go around messing with people's children. I don't go around messing with people, period. I have to do a lot of psychic self-defense because people like to try to destroy me and do dirty shit against me. So I'm totally like amazed that this lady would make that up because we didn't have any bad blood. We didn't have an argument. She did a video a few months ago and started laughing at me and started making fun of me because I said that Nipsey was my spirit husband and we had a spiritual relationship and he wanted me to honor him. He wanted me to show his altars. He wanted me to say publicly how I felt about him and that this happens all the time. And King Von wanted me to publicly say it to Gaia because he was trying to tell her in private and she didn't believe him. She thought that he was a player. So when I said it, she didn't say my name for that video a few months ago, but she did a live and they started making fun of me and said this is not true. People can't have spirit relationships with people that have been physically dead but yet still alive. This is not possible. Yeah, double up. And they were laughing, and then I didn't know her number. She said all the time, but I didn't know her number, and I erased her text. I still don't know her number now. And I started having people I had this other lady, Shannon, to send her a private message and said, Alexis wants to know, will you please call her? Because I didn't have her number in my phone. And she wouldn't call. And so I went to her YouTube channel and I said, hey, would you please give me a call? Because I wasn't mad at her, and I felt that you don't have to agree with me because we're friends. I don't have to agree with you. If you can't see what I see and you haven't had those experiences, I'm not going to argue with you about that. I'll just keep doing my thing with things I believe. And you keep doing your thing with what you believe. But what I asked her is like, why? That's fine if you don't believe it or can't see it, but why did you have to make fun of me? That's all. I'm not mad at you. You're grown. I'm grown. I just want to know why did you do that? Because I know you were talking about me and you were talking about the sexual celestial. And then she started talking about how much she disliked her and that people told her to do the video about me because it was a lie and it's crazy what I said, and they wanted her to address me. So I was like, well, okay, that's how you feel. But what I felt, that I thought we were supposed to be friends. You're grown and I'm grown, so why can't you just call me on the phone and have a conversation with me? Why did you have to get out and make fun of me? They do that all the time, make fun of each other and stab each other. Psychics really don't get along. They're always competing, trying to be above the other person. Then said, now she did another video. And so I just stopped talking to her after that. She started talking to me. I didn't want to talk. And I'm like, well, do you think I'm lying? Do you feel like Nipsey's not here? Or when people, like when it first started happening, like 2019, and people said I was lying, I'm crazy. And I said, well, can you look at it? Because she's a really good card reader. And I referred a lot of people to her. I did a video before and told people to go to her. And I said, so can you check it to see, am I lying? Do I really hear him? Is it really him speaking to me? I would ask her things like that when it first happened in 2019, because it never happened to me like that. And I never gotten so close, and I literally fell in love with him from the first moment I met Nipsey. And when he came to my house and asked me to help him, I just loved him. He was just such a sweet, beautiful person and so intelligent. He changed my life, and I don't care who knows. I don't care if people laugh. If I cared, I wouldn't have continued to say this and do this for 2 years. It's okay with me if people laugh. What's not okay with me, though, is that if you pretend to be my friend and you laugh. You pretend to be my friend and you say one thing, and then you get out in public because other women tell you to attack me and make fun of me in public. So that tells me you're really not my friend. You're really not down for me or believe in me, even though what I'm saying has come out to be true. What I am saying, and then to go further and do another video 2 weeks ago and said that I'm jealous of her. Yeah, he is my twin flame. That I want to be her, that she's more gifted than me, that I always ask her, can I see him? Because can she see him? Because she can see him and I can't. I don't even talk to her anymore. I don't even call her. I don't know her phone number, but every day I'm doing his readings. I'm passing his messages and they come true. So if you can see him but I can't, then how am I able to see and hear him and give out information to the public, and the information comes out accurate if I'm not speaking to you? If I'm not getting it for you, if you only see and hear Nipsey and I don't, and I need you to see him in the spirit, that you're more gifted than me. That doesn't make any sense to me. And then said, I'm so jealous. I mean, I'm not gonna, because it's like, I feel like you're trying to get me to say something to you to try to get my channel taken, want me to attack you. I'm not going to call your name. You'll know who I'm talking about, because there's only one person that did it and said that I'm doing black magic on her child. If I don't like you, I would do black magic on you. Why would I do black magic on a baby? But that's not even how I get down unless you've done it to me, and then I'm going to defend myself. But just going around doing something like that, I stopped speaking to you. That's enough for me. Because I see that it's something else going on with you and that I don't know about, and clearly you're not genuinely my friend. So all I did to you was just ignored you and stopped talking. I didn't do anything else to you. I don't even, as far as I'm concerned, I don't even know you no more. It's like I don't think about you. Once someone does something dirty to me and I never did nothing to you the first time, right now is the last time, and I started meeting other women and talking to other people, you don't exist in my mind no more. I had been hearing what was said and I knew she said it. I still didn't respond to it. I'm just trying not to respond to it. And what I couldn't understand, I was hoping that she stopped saying the stuff she said, because I knew her business. Like she said she knew mine. She paid me to do, but all she knew was about Nipsey, and I've already said what I felt about Nipsey publicly. I've already said that was my spirit husband, that was my spirit nigga. I never tried to hide that. So you're not telling anything that I haven't already told everybody, except you're lying that I needed you to see for me and that you're more gifted and that I'm jealous of you and I needed you to talk to him. I don't even talk to you to get my messages. I never depended on you to get my readings. My readings are very long. They take a lot of time. You didn't give me all the information. You're a card reader. You're not a psychic medium. And if you say you are, you're definitely a bad one to lie like you said you did and you saw me do black magic on your son. When I don't even know your son, I never seen a picture. I don't have a problem with a child. If I had a problem with you, then it'd be me and you, but I would tell you. And another thing that I don't do, if I'm doing black magic on your child, like you said, I wouldn't call you to check my footwork. I wouldn't talk to you, period, just like I don't talk to you now. I don't call you. I don't text you. I don't even have your number in my phone. I don't even know your number. I don't know my cash. I know it's Alexis K. Tyler. This is my Cash App. You'll see my picture on my Cash App, Alexis K. Tyler, all one word. I don't even talk to you. So you said I call you to check up to see if my magic is working on your son. Why don't you produce proof to the public? Show your phone bill that I call you. Because I don't. You're nothing to me. I got you on my mind. If I don't like you and I'm attacking you, I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to keep your number. I'm not going to take your calls. When you call me in, I'm going to let you know that I don't fuck with you like that. Women do stuff like that. Petty, silly, immature, treacherous ones be in your face smiling while they're doing magic behind your back to be around you to see what you're doing and to call you. That's not Alexis. It's either black or white. It ain't no gray with me. I don't talk to you. I ain't talked to you for months, but you're up here on YouTube lying about me, saying I'm doing black magic against you and your son because I'm so jealous of you and I want to be. Why am I jealous of you? Because you're chronologically younger? That's not a reason for me to be jealous of you because you're younger. I don't see you have any talents or abilities that I want. There's nothing about you that I want to be like. I mean, we have totally different styles, totally different lives. I have enough stuff going on in my own life that I'm working on and changing me and be the best that I can be to waste my time to be jealous of you. Okay, so I said that basic part. This is the other part that what I don't get. You need to show proof that I did black magic on your son. You need to show proof, and you can easily do that with your phone bill, that I still call you, I still text you just to check is the magic working because I'm saying I don't call you. I don't know your number. Your number's not in my phone. I erase all your text messages. I erase everything. I don't ask you for readings. I don't ask you for nothing. But since I'm jealous and I'm the liar and I do magic on you because I want to be you and I'm so jealous of you, what I want to remember, does she remember the time, because I didn't hear that part, when you said you were living in your auntie's house and your brother that's mentally ill was coming in the house or tearing up the house, so you don't let your grown brother in the house and he doesn't like you? You're living with your aunt and your aunt mysteriously got ill and your aunt was dying. What was this, last year? And your aunt was dying. And I had warned you because you had asked me to give you an uncrossing spell and your candles and to do uncrossing work for you. You paid me and I did it. But I need you. Okay, and I told you that there was magic being done on your aunt and you need to do protection, and you said you had a babalao, that you being trained as an Ifa priestess, so you would have it taken care of, and you paid your babalao to do the work for your aunt. But then you called me after that and said, and I heard your mom, I spoke to your mom in the car, if you're telling the truth. And you and your mom were going to the hospital to see your aunt because she was having some serious problems in internal bleeding, and the doctor was saying she wasn't going to make it. And you wanted me to help with that, and she asked me how much, and I told her they didn't want to give it to me. She didn't want to pay for it. And I was like, I can't do that and get the supplies for nothing. And she was like, well, we'll do the work ourselves. We know how to do the work ourselves. And as she was going to the hospital, I told her, wait. I said, please, you need to be prepared because your aunt is dying. And she said, I'm going to get my babalao to do the work. I said, you need to hurry up and get the work done. Your aunt doesn't have a lot of time. And since you don't want me to do it and you don't want to pay me, you need to get your babalao to do it immediately, because they haven't stopped the bleeding. I think it was some kind of internal bleeding and something else going on with the aunt. They were headed to the hospital as we were speaking. They were getting close to the hospital. And the closer they got to the hospital, I said, she's not going to live long because this is also a curse that brought down the condition and it's been there for a while. And she said she tried to tell her aunt to do uncrossing and protected herself, and her aunt didn't really believe in that. So she says, I'm going to call you back. And right when we were talking, they called her from the hospital and told her and her mother better get there immediately. I got off the phone with her. A few hours the same day, she said her aunt had died. And I said, I tried to tell you, but you didn't want my help. And you said you're going to get your priest to do the work. And the aunt died the same day that I saw her dying. Okay. So then the same reader goes home to the house where she's living with her aunt and the mother. She starts to get her affairs and clothes together, and she said, I know my aunt had a will. I know my aunt left everything to me, not my mother, which is her aunt's sister. And this happens all the time, Tanya. Priestesses and psychics do this to each other all the time, and I've been through a lot of times. That's why I'm going to stop talking to every fucking body. If I can't find anyone I trust to back up my reading, I'll just trust my reading and keep it moving. I ask the spirits to give it to me, because it's always shit like this. They'll want to tell my business but also add lies in my business. When I keep their stuff secret, I don't do the same thing, but I'm going to do it now because I really don't like what she said was a lie about me, and she didn't tell what kind of person she is. Now, what I'm going to say is this. I'm not trying to turn you against her. That's why I'm not going to call her name. If you want to believe what this lady's saying about me, that's fine if you believe what this lady says about me, because I understand that people hop from psychic to psychic to channel, and they may not really like me as a person. So they'll go to someone else that doesn't like me and rock with them, not because they like them, but because they don't like me. And they're trying to get somebody to bring some heat and drama to me. So the reason why I'm saying it, I don't want to say it, is because this person's saying that I'm a liar and that I'm jealous of her and I'm doing black magic against her child. Not her, but her child. And that people need to know that, and I'm so jealous. But they need to know the character of this person. This person has no integrity at all. But you're saying I don't. And I'm constantly calling, chasing up after her, and I need her to teach me. And I was born this way, like Lady Gaga. And I've been doing public readings since 1999. I just didn't do them in public. So I don't need her to teach me to do anything. She couldn't find a will. And the will had not been registered in probate. Because even if she could not find a will, she could have went to probate to see was it on file, since she said her auntie left her everything. It wasn't. And she didn't have the will. So she said, I call her. No, she was calling Drip. And she was asking Alexis, tell me where my aunt's will is. Where's my aunt's stuff? Where did she hide everything? And I told her where. Hi, beautiful Sister Noble. I'm sorry about what happened. And they always do that. I've been through it several times. That sometimes they don't let it go. Fight and stand up, because you deserve to have the right of freedom of expression and not have your stuff taken down, because you and all of us are saying the same thing that you said. And I told her where the papers were. She went and looked in the room, in her aunt's room, started looking through her aunt's stuff, and said there was a lot of junk in there. The aunt collected a lot of things, and found her deed, found her paperwork, her insurance policy. She found this. And this she's not really a psychic. She's a tarot reader. She's not a medical intuitive, a psychic medium, but she said she is, and that I need her to see Nipsey, but I don't even talk to her, and I see him and I hear him, and you see him come through when I light his sages and stuff, but said I need her for that. Okay. She found the papers, but she did not find a will. I see, again, this is something I've known for over a year, and I didn't want to say why this lady's constantly trashing me. But I know this about her, but, I'm trying to be a good person and take the high road, but now I'm tired of it, because this lady's straight up lying on me. And she can come out and prove if I'm lying or not, because it can only be one person that this happened to that I'm talking about. She couldn't find a will, a living will, or a will registered in probate, where her aunt said that she was leaving her house, her car, insurance policy, making her the beneficiary, leading everything to this reader. So I said, what are you going to do? And she said she didn't want to split the house with her mother or her brother. And I'm not sure if the aunt had any children, but she might have had other. She had a sister, which is her mother. The psychic's mother is her aunt's sister. She didn't want to give it to her. She didn't want to split anything with her brother. So she says she's going to forge. She's going to create a fake deed and or get the deed and a will. Excuse me. Put her name on it and her aunt's. Forge her aunt's signature, and then tell the court that this is an old will that her auntie willed her the house and put her over all of her financial affairs. And her brother was coming at her. I think her mother was coming at her. There were other people coming at her asking her where was their cut of the money, or was she going to sell the house and split the proceeds? And she told me she didn't want to give them any of it, and she, thank you, Zanita, thank you, Noah, she wanted me to try to help her figure out how to get away with it. And I said, but why would you do something like that if you told me your auntie, you were her favorite niece, she loved you more than your own mother, which is her sister, you were the favorite niece out of all the nieces and the nephews, and she didn't like your brother, then it should be easy for you to go to probate. You said your aunt was very wealthy and very responsible. She had an insurance policy. She had you as a beneficiary. She had all of her the will written out and registered in probate. And she couldn't really answer me. But you said you handle all her business and everything goes to you. So I'm listening to her scheme and she forges it. I didn't say anything. It's not for me to say. I never told anyone until I'm telling you, because she keeps lying on me. She didn't mention this when she was trashing me. I'm so jealous. I want to be like you. I don't want to be like you. I've never taken a dead person's signature, a physically dead person's signature, and forged their signature on a deed. I've never put my name on a deed and then found someone to notarize it after they're laying in a hospital dead to cover the fraud. That's fraud. Did you tell your followers and the ladies that love you so much that encourage you to stab Drip in the back? Because even though you've been stabbing me for months, I was loyal to you. Even though I don't talk to you, and I know you're not my friend, I never told anybody about that. That's why I'm like, do you have good sense? Because you said it's me that doesn't have good sense and me that's so jealous of you. But I know you remember you told me that. And even in your disloyalty to me, I just kept letting you talk. I let you talk, and I didn't say nothing until I just heard today that you did it to me again. Michi, oh, you're talking about, people that look up in the sky and then they like to chronicle things? Yeah. Put together what I just said. Guess who's doing it? And I'm saying it publicly because I'm not lying. You did say it. And you did try to do it. Now, I guess you got away with it because you live in your aunt's house, supposedly still, with your two children. You're the one that you said I did black magic on. I don't have to do black magic on your child. I don't have to do black magic on you, because what you just did to a physically dead person, your auntie, and possible other heirs to her estate that you cheated them out of, you just did black magic to yourself because you did it when your auntie was laying in the hospital dying. If I can't get a property given to me by someone who wants to give it to me or work and get it myself, I would never forge. Wait till someone's dead, physically dead. She asked me to read her, and I did, and I asked the aunt where were the papers, and I told her to look, and she found the papers of the auntie. After that, I got out of it once you told me what you did, because what I know, if your auntie loved you like you say, she would have, and she knew she was sick and possibly dying, you could have had a notary come into the hospital because she was still awake, even though she was going out and they did surgery on her. It was some type of leaking. She was having arteries or veins or something, some internal bleeding, and they couldn't get it to stop. But she was awake enough for you to bring a notary or her attorney into the hospital, and they would have drawn that up. But after she died, you called me and you panicked and you begged me to ask your auntie, where was her paperwork? Where were her legal documents and her insurance policies? And I told you, and you went in her room when I was on the phone, and you found it through all the junk and stuff. You said she was a hoarder. Then you proceeded to look around to, is this Chicago? I forget because I erased all your information. You found a notary after your auntie's death, forged the deed, the will, and said she gave you the house. You signed her name, you signed yours, and you paid someone to notarize it, which is also illegal. Notaries are not supposed to do that because you couldn't prove that your auntie willed you that house after death. You couldn't even prove that she willed it to you before she physically died. And you were asking me to read it to see if you get away with it. I never said anything, but you keep lying on me and you keep stabbing me and you keep trying to make people feel sorry for you to say that I'm doing black magic on you. But if I'm jealous of you because you're more powerful than me, then why can't you just handle me and handle that? Since you're better than me, you're smarter than me, you're more gifted than me, you're more spiritual than me, why do you have to come to the public and say that I'm trying to destroy your life and trying to destroy your son? You know, you don't seem like you have a lot of integrity at all. Because if you really thought I was doing that and you knew for a fact, I don't know if the psychics over there telling you that I did it, they're not real psychics because I never raised a hand to do black magic to you or your child. I just don't talk to you. Basically, you stopped speaking to me when y'all were over there kikiing about me and what I said about Nipsey. I saw it, and I never addressed you until now because you keep doing it. So, I'm sure they're still not going to like me. They're going to go along with you, and that's fine. Prove that I did what you said I did, and prove that you didn't do what I just said you did to your auntie. Which would also include your mother, which would also include your brother that you had to call the police on. That was trying to break in the house and kick the door, that had torn up things there before, that's mentally ill because you wouldn't give him any of the proceeds from your aunt's estate or insurance money, and you showed a document saying that she left it all to you. Prove that I'm lying. I mean, because you could have been lying to me. Maybe your auntie's still alive. You know. Maybe that was just a lie you told me. Because I hear all the lies you're telling on me and about me. But you didn't include the things that I just mentioned, how I helped you and read you. And you want me to help you cover up the dirty stuff you did. And you said it's really not dirty because she wanted you to have it. You just can't find the document and nobody else deserves it but you. Oh, she didn't look in the sky and look through her chronicles and see that she told me that? That she did that? She didn't mention her auntie? And what she did with that, but she's a more righteous person than me. She has more integrity than me. She's more honest than me. She's more spiritual than me. But you get out and lie on me, and then you lie on your auntie to take that house and then put it on paper. Court paper. Plagiarized. Lied. I'm sure there are several laws you broke just to get your auntie out. So now that I wanted to address it, and I'm gonna let that go. I really didn't want to address, and I'm not really, I'm not really angry, but I am upset, especially to say, because if you see who I'm talking about that is on YouTube saying this about me, I would like for you all to ask her, why am I jealous of her? Would you ask her to tell me what is it that she has, or her body, her gifts, her look? What am I jealous of? I'm not above jealousy. I have had jealousy. We all get jealousies. But I've never been jealous of this lady. I think she's like in her 40s. I'm not jealous of this lady. I can't believe that she's doing this. And I can't believe that she keeps saying stuff like this about me. And she's not showing y'all any proof. I don't even talk to her. But you know, it's really easy for her to prove that I'm lying, because you got phone bills. You got receipts. You can upload them, let them see that this week I called her, last week I called her, last month. I don't even call her. I don't text her. I don't talk to her. I don't have her number in my phone. So she can easily prove that I'm lying, and I do call her. I check to see if my magic's working, that I never fucking cast a spell. I never did the magic. She didn't make me angry enough to do that, but if I did, it wouldn't be on a child. The child didn't do anything to me. Like I said, I don't even know what her child looks like. I don't know nothing about her child. So I don't know why this lady, what she's trying to get, or why she felt that she had to pick me of all people. But you know, a lot of people have always tried to do that to me. Get out and tell all kind of funky lies on me that you don't have any evidence for. But I know that you came to me for readings too. I know that you came to me for help too, and how to set your altar up, even though you said you're more educated and you're more spiritual and you're above me and you have a priest. I know that you did do it, and you PayPal me too. So like last year or something, you pay me for readings and you pay me to assist you with your spiritual work. I never said anything. So say that that's a lie too. I never paid you for training, advice, or anything. Like I said, I like the way you read cards. I like the way a lot of people read cards, but a lot of them I don't speak to because they did the same thing. But I don't tell their business, and then they want to add lies to what I said. So since you made it public and you call my name, I'm not going to call yours, but I've given so much detail about you. I know you would know who I'm talking about, and if some of your people see this, they'll know who I'm talking about too. And then you can just come out and say, you never told me that. Your aunt never died. Your aunt never went to the hospital. Maybe you lied to me about that too. You're not in her house, and you didn't forge a deed that you asked me to help you with and keep it in confidence, and I did. Even while you was trashing me and laughing at me and making fun of me, I couldn't understand. If I had told someone that I did something like that, I wouldn't cross them. And I wouldn't tell lies on them, knowing that they know I did some real snakish shit to a dead woman. So but you see, I've been holding it while she keeps trashing me and calling my name. I didn't want to do this because I really don't like to repeat stuff that people tell me in confidence, but you did it to me. You repeated some of the things. Everything you said wasn't true, because I don't need you to teach me anything. I can see very well on my own. You told some of the things that you read me about in private, and I don't know why, because I never told on you. I never said nothing, but I don't even mention your name. Knowing, and what I said wasn't a crime, it wasn't illegal to love someone. To love Nipsey. Y'all can laugh all you want to. Just because you can't see it, that means you're not above me. You can't see what I see. You don't know what I know. And a lot of people have spirit husbands, even in voodoo. I've been to Haitian voodoo parties. They have marriage ceremonies, and they have a spirit ring from the particular spirit. It's a full ceremony, a marriage ceremony, and you know that. You know what I said is real. You know it happens. And a lot of people that are into those secret societies know that this happens every day. But then you sit there and say this is not possible, and I'm fucked up in the head, and sexual celestials fucked up in the head. People that study voodoo and spirituality know that what I'm saying is true. But That's my response to you. You know, the one that is better than me, that I'm so jealous of you. That's my response, and I'm not going to say anything anymore. And whatever you say about me in the future, you can continue to say it. Just prove that I'm lying about what I said. And hopefully the fans that love you so much, that enjoyed you stabbing me, maybe you'll see the person you're trusting and that you're kikiing with really is not to be trusted and have no... Oh, but you know what? Let me take that back. Because you all don't care. As long as she fucked me. Cause since you don't like me and you want her to do that to me in public. As long as she fucked over me and she didn't do it to you, it doesn't matter to you. One thing I'll say, what goes around comes around, and you reap what you sow. So after this, I'm not going to bring it up no more, but I had to let them know what type of person you are. And you would do that to me. And I've never done anything to you to deserve that. And I've been there whenever you needed me. And I was with your aunt, was in the hospital dying, and warned you that that would happen. And I kept it to myself. And then you had to go further and do what you done to her. So why should... You know what? Fuck it. Why would I expect something different than what you do to me? You see what I'm saying? I shouldn't even be talking about this shit. Because you did it to your auntie, who raised you and treated you better than your mom, because you said your mom was no good and in and out of your life. Or was she a drug addict? Is that true? Because you lied so much on me, I don't even know if that shit's true. Honey, good luck with everything y'all trying to do to me. Yeah, Gala has never fucked me. She's never said anything bad about me, and I've never said anything bad about her. I've never heard it. I've never seen a video. She ain't never seen a video of me, and I never will. But this lady, I've actually talked to more than Gala, and this lady was supposed to be a friend of mine. She told me things in confidence. I told her stuff in confidence. The same stuff I told y'all, though, about me and Nipsey. And you would go and do this. And you're a teacher, a reader, and a healer, and you help people. And you attack me. I never even attacked you. But you did that. I never did nothing to her. Never. Thank y'all for loving me and supporting me. And I just wanted to send Nipsey some love and light. I love him. And I don't care who knows it. I don't care what they think. I don't care how they feel. I'm not going to stop doing anything that I do.